Hey, it's me. No, I'm not dead, and in fact, I'm very glad to be alive, because Ghost Ship Games just released its new trailer for the upcoming DRG spin-off/sequel game, Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core. This video will be partially a breakdown of the new trailer, and partially me fangirling because I am extremely hyped for this game. Let's just jump right into it. Right off the bat, we can see that the drop pod is oriented differently. I think that this is a neat change. Staring your fellow dwarves in the eyes while you descend into the unknown feels more intimate than shoulder to shoulder. It's a minor change, but it's a cool one in my opinion, worth mentioning. I have no idea what's going on here in this scene. Looks like we're in the salt pits with some new electric machinery turret thing that opens a path for the reclaimers. Reclaimers are what the dwarves in Rogue Core are called. They're like badass versions of the ones from Deep Rock, supposedly. I think that this looks really sick visually, but I can't exactly tell what the purpose of these new bot turret things are. Feel free to speculate with me in the comments. The next shot here shows the dwarves walking into an upgrade room located in an epic-looking mining workshop/checkpoint area. This area feels extremely atmospheric to me. It's clearly some sort of mid-expedition base for selecting upgrades, but the way that it's built into the cave keeps the immersion of the mission. I think it's really sick. In this freeze frame, you can see that all the reclaimers have gathered around to do the upgrade selection process, and there's this green circular force field surrounding them. I would imagine that the reclaimers are immune during the upgrade selection, but I wonder if this green barrier will be all that stands between the players and the enemies, or if this is just a visual thing, and then the entire upgrade room area is safe. Either way, I like that this area is likely a brief reprieve from the combat, but still keeps you in that feeling of danger is close. On to the upgrade screen. The main talking point here is that it's going to be a draft-style picking system. All the players will be presented with the same options, one per person. GSG Mark here gets the first selection of their upgrade, and then on to the next person, and so on. I think that this could lead to a lot of fun opportunities for strategizing and cooperation. Maybe, for instance, the weak point damage modifier on this Drax synergizes with some other upgrade that your teammate has, so you give it to him despite it being a big upgrade for you. This sounds like a lot of fun to me, like this kind of theory crafting together and picking the best builds, but my concern is that this could very easily lead to pain points too, where someone snags all the good upgrades and takes something that would be more impactful for someone else, leading to toxicity or frustration. I'm sure that the draft order is going to rotate to combat this, but with randomized upgrades, I still feel like players will feel slighted when someone else gets the first pick for some insanely good upgrade, and then when it's your time to first pick, you see a row of 6 white upgrade options. Am I going to be pumped that my teammate just got a strong upgrade because it's good for the team, or frustrated because I feel underpowered while the rest of the team has fun and impactful upgrades? I'm really curious to see how this is handled and just how it plays out. Moving on to this scene of the dwarves moving over a bridge in the caves, I am so pumped for things like this. In Rogue Core, there's going to be lots of abandoned or old DRG placed equipment that is going to be littered around the caves. Ghost Ship has knocked procedural cave generation out of the park in DRG, and I truly cannot wait to see how adding structures like platforms, bridges, elevators into the generation changes the feel of the exploration and the combat. It seems like the core spawns from DRG are going to be likely the grunts of Rogue Core. You can see them here coming in big hordes. They do look a bit slower and less jumpy in this game, thankfully. Then we have some other slick-looking enemies, some spitters, this warper from Subnautica-looking guy, which I happen to know that the devs are trying to program that guy to engage players in like PvP-esque gunfights with strategic movements and the use of cover. I think that's going to be really sick if they can manage to do that well. As a very brief glance at some weird-looking gun or tool here, a glimpse at the cast of reclaimers, which are going to be different classes as well. Then more of these beautiful structures, man. I just can't with these. They really evoke something primal in me. I cannot really explain why. I need them in my life. I want to see these in the caves. Finally, we see some short snippets of combat being showed off here. We get a little bit of what I assume are reclaimers' abilities, and some first looks at new guns. That's about all I have for the trailer. And I just have a couple of closing thoughts here. Rogue Core is going into a closed alpha, and I really can't express how much I want to get my hands on this game. Ghost Ship has said that it is their plans to do this in open development, where people who are allowed to play the closed alpha will share their feedback and help Ghost Ship make this the best game possible. I would love to be a part of this, and I hope you guys are excited for it as well. Let's help them make the best game possible. Chat with me in the comments about your thoughts on this trailer, and please drop a sub if you liked the video, and I will see you in the core, dwarves, or reclaimers, or both. I don't know.